What's up, you guys? What's going on? What is going on? Haven't been live too much. I've been doing a lot of shit. But I want to tap in with you guys. We might go for a few hours tonight because got a lot of stuff to talk about. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Go ahead, share the live, jump on in, get up in here. It's going down, you guys. It's going down. For sure, for sure. What's up, Christy? What's going on? Let me share this live real quick. Because every time I come on here, I never share it in time. But let me go ahead and do that now. Let me do that right now. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's that time. Jump on in. Jump on in. Jump on in. I'm sharing a live right now, you guys. I'm sharing a live. 1 second. Make sure everybody knows. There we go. What up? Everybody share the live. Share the live. We're going in tonight. We're going in tonight. Let me share this on Instagram real quick. You guys see that Jimmy Kimmel got canceled? This is hilarious. This is crazy. Somebody said get your blunts lit and your snacks. Most definitely. Are we ever going to get the list? We already know the list, you guys. We already know the list. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel got canceled. That's hilarious. That is funny. Let me make sure I'm on X as well. Yep, I'm live on X. We live. There we go. So we got a few things to get into, you guys. What up? I see you guys in the chat. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, did you guys hear about Jimmy Kimmel? He just got canceled for talking about Charlie Kirk. Surprise, right? Surprise. I mean, he is the biggest Democratic shill I've ever seen in my life. You can tell when people are paid off. It's hilarious. All my people in Break the Matrix, go ahead and share the live in Break the Matrix community as well. Share it in there as well if you're in the Break the Matrix community. If you guys are not part of my Break the Matrix community, the link is in the bio. If you're on YouTube right now, join that community. We have AI modules, crypto modules. It's a whole school, you guys. You guys are unlearning and relearning things, and it's more needed than ever. Drop your cities below, too. Drop your cities below. Get your snacks, get your popcorn, whatever you want to indulge in. Make sure it's not too crazy. We're going in tonight. I got a lot of shit to share. Is the Ye lawsuit real? We got San Diego in the house. We got Louisville in the house. I see you. I haven't heard about that. Who is he suing? I'm going to look into that. We got Chicago, Baltimore, be more in the building. We got Compton in the house. What up? I see you guys. New York. Yes, sir. Houston checking in. Surveillance camera of the suspect looks nothing like Tyler. So Let's go over a few facts real quick. And then I'm going to pull some stuff up like I usually do. We'll go over a few things, but let's talk for a minute. Let's talk about this. You mean to tell me that this kid, Tyler Robertson, 22-year-old from Utah, you mean to tell me this guy with a lazy eye who had a trans girlfriend, boyfriend thing going on, takes one shot, hits Charlie, done like a marksman. Then, hold up, let's back up for a minute. Because there's so many things, like I've been doing videos all week on this. So the guy goes to the roof. And before that, 2 hours later, or 2 hours before, he changes his clothes. Point one. Goes to the roof, changes his clothes again, right? So takes one shot, like a marksman, takes out Charlie. Then disassembles the rifle, changed back into his original clothes, which makes no sense because how did we see him the first time? Who were you even looking for if you're changing clothes and then changing back if nobody saw you? Okay, I'll go with it. Jumps off the roof, reassembles the rifle, takes off, throws it in a bush, and then he's off in the wind. Meanwhile, he does all that in record time. Meanwhile, George Zim, he gets hemmed up while all this is going on. How perfect, right? Right place, right time, so he can get away. George Zim is an older guy, 22-year-old, looks nothing like the other guy. How do you expect some 70-plus-year-old to be jumping on a roof, jumping off the roof, no murder weapon? You just arrest the guy and then he says, shoot me, shoot me. If it wasn't him, then why did he say that? That's because he's actually a distraction artist, you guys. This guy, if you look into George Zim's history, they already knew who it was. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up because this is the most bizarre thing ever. So let's pull up some facts. So here's the guy right here. Let's pull this up. So this guy right here, how do you mistake that guy for a 22-year-old? Now, if you don't see anybody and don't know who he is and what it looks like, then why the guy change his clothes so much? Who are we looking for? You're blending in again? So you blend in, change clothes, and you blend in again? This guy, George Zinn, if you look into his past, he's not a part of not one, but two other very interesting things. For one, he said when he witnessed 9/11, like we all witnessed it, he says he was sure Al-Qaeda did it. How are you so sure without any evidence? Point one. Point two, he calls in a bomb threat to the Salt Lake City Marathon. Then he just says, oh yeah, you know what? Just kidding. Just kidding. Not real. And this is after the Boston bombing. So this guy has a history of being a distraction artist. And this is the guy they happen to arrest while all this is going on? Come on. Ain't no way. And then somebody says in the chat, the gun broken down wouldn't fit in the regular backpack. Thank you. How does a rifle fit in that little backpack? You know, there's a video by an expert sniper. He actually does this in real time. He breaks down the rifle. He was like, I'm not able to do this within record time. Like, it takes at least 4 to 5 minutes to break down. And he tries to put it in a backpack, the same backpack that Tyler had, doesn't fit. A lot of holes in this thing, you guys. Come on. We're playing Blues Clues at this point. And this is the guy they arrest. And then they arrested some other guy. Don't know who that was. Another distraction. Okay. There's no way that was the guy. This is all planned, you guys. But I want to pull up some other very odd things. So remember Tyler? They showed a picture of his bedroom. Let's pull up Tyler's bedroom. Let me show you how deep this goes, you guys. Let me show you how fake all this stuff is, and it's one big psyop. Okay? This goes deep. So let's find this real quick. I'll pull up this this picture. So there's a picture where he's in his dorm room. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. You guys ready? Check this out. So right here, we have Tyler in his bedroom. Check this out. So you see that right there. That's the killer. That's who they say it is. That's who they say it is. Now, do you guys see this right here? His screensaver. You guys want to know what that is? They're leaving Easter eggs for you guys. That screensaver, this picture is so weird, by the way. This is so like planned. I don't know what it just doesn't look right. Might be AI. Hell, who knows? But that picture on his screensaver, do you guys want to know what that is? That is actually Goat Island in New Zealand. Now, what's the significance of that? So, if you guys remember that when Kash Patel did his conference and he was talking about Charlie Kirk, he said, I'm paraphrasing, "Rest easy, brother. We have the watch. I'll see you in Valhalla." Okay? So, Valhalla is actually in New Zealand. Valhalla, Goat Island, let's put it up. New Zealand. Here you go. Valhalla is actually a retreat in New Zealand, you guys. Okay? Let's put it up. Retreat. So this is a retreat named Valhalla in New Zealand. So you mean to tell me the kid who had shot Charlie Kirk has a screensaver of Goat Island, New Zealand? Kash Patel says, "I'll see you in Valhalla," in which the screensaver is in Valhalla of Goat Island? Interesting. What are the chances? Right? But let's go a little bit deeper. Now, what if I told you guys? What if I told you guys not only that was true, but the FBI and Cash Patel actually went to New Zealand in late July. They just opened a brand new FBI office in New Zealand in July. What are the chances? See how this is going, you guys? Come on. They're leaving breadcrumbs for you guys, showing you who's actually behind it. It's a shadow government that is orchestrating all this, you guys, because let's not forget, Charlie Kirk was not a politician. So why would they kill a non-politician civilian? You got to ask yourself these questions because you have to think 5D chess, okay? You can't think about what's going on today. What's really happening? You got to think about tomorrow, the next day after that. What's really going on behind the curtain and down the line? So Charlie Kirk. Now, his birthday is October 14th. Okay? Now, what's the significance of that? Well, he was turning 32. And what's 3 years from now? Oh, elections. So you mean to tell me he would have been 35, in which he would have been eligible to run for president? Starting to make sense, right? Could it be that they didn't want him to be president? He would have ran. He'd have been 35. Just enough time to run. And guess who would have been his VP? Candace Owens. You don't think a ticket that has Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk wouldn't win the presidency? They would win in a landslide. There's a shadow government that is operating right now. And they've been operating, you guys. You have to think down the road. This isn't something that's just a fly-by-night thing, okay? This is well orchestrated. How is it that, and you have to think symbolically as well, how is it that Charlie Kirk has the same birth date as none other than George Floyd? They have the same exact birthday, October 14th. So you mean to tell me that these two people, 20 years apart, have the same birthday, and now they're both martyrs? So if you remember, obviously 2020, George Floyd dies, becomes a martyr. Now Charlie Kirk dies, becomes a martyr. Interesting. Now, There's even more to this whole thing, you guys. It's layers to it. So, if you guys remember, even what day it was, September 10th, a day before what? 9/11. How is it that that number 33 keeps showing up? Because 9/11, 33 days later, is October 14th. Coincidence? How is it that when Charlie did his last, thing at Utah, 33 shows again? How? Let me show you. So there's a picture I want to show you guys. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? So you mean to tell me there's 1, 2, 3 hats set up that says 47? Chat. What's 4 plus 7? 11. So you have 3 hats equaling 11. What's 11 times 3? 33. There it is again. So you mean to tell me that Charlie Kirk and George Floyd, their birthdays are 33 days after 9/11, then those hats equal up to 33 as well? Then how many hours did they say it took to catch Tyler Robinson? 33 hours. Are we catching on yet? Are we seeing what's happening? Yes, truth is stranger than fiction, you guys. Come on now. You can't tell me this ain't set up by some shadow government. And we all know who likes the number 33. Do I have to say it? We should all know by now. But let's go even deeper. Now, here's one that you guys probably don't even know about. Nobody knows about this. So you mean to tell me that this day, September 10th, is the same day that this movie came out on Hulu called Tempest, about a politician getting shot in the neck the same day? Come on, you guys. Look it up. It was a movie on Hulu called Tempest. It's about a politician that literally gets shot in the neck. You guys can't make this shit up. This is how we know this was planned from way above, you guys. And they always have to show you before they do it. They always have to show you before they do it. Look at this. I'll pull it up. Check this out. So right there, as you can see, dude gets shot in the neck. The same spot. How does he get shot in the same spot that Charlie Kirk did? And it comes out the same day. Come on, y'all. You can't be serious. Ain't no way. Now, isn't it funny that that happens on Hulu, right? Now, who owns Hulu? Hmm. Who owns Hulu? Oh, Disney. Disney owns Hulu. Now, what just happened today? Any guesses? Let me enlighten you. So, there's a little guy by the name, he's a talk show host. He likes to fancy himself a talk show host. Goes by the name of Jimmy Kimmel. Right? Here he is, Jimmy Kimmel. ABC affiliate station. He's about to get replaced because he was talking crap about Charlie Kirk. And he was saying that Tyler Robinson was MAGA and MAGA was trying to distance himself from him. That's a lie. Dude that really had no affiliation. And I think it was all psyop anyways, which I don't believe. Now, Disney, who do they own? Oh, ABC. ABC is Disney, you guys. So you don't think these people knew? And they're trying to drive the whole thing home by saying, oh, it was MAGA, it was MAGA. It's all connected. See, the thing is, you guys, this whole thing was about division. I hope you guys know that. This whole thing was about division. None of it was just a flash in the pan type of thing to where it was just, oh, yeah, we're going to take out this one guy and that's it. No, this is orchestrated from the tippy top to where it was orchestrated to not only cause chaos, but division. That's what it did. And it's working because a lot of people are, obviously, look at Jimmy Kimmel and saying shit like that to where they're saying all kind of stuff. And then other people are saying, oh, I'm glad he died. And I don't care what a person says. It's about what a person does. Now, if he was out there wreaking havoc and hurting people, hey, it is what it is. But if a person says something that you don't like, there's a lot of people who says a lot of shit that you may not like or I may not like, or that's just the way of the world. Okay? It is what it is. Get over it. People are going to say shit you're not going to like. But now what it's doing is it's creating a Civil War-esque environment. That's what's happening. They want everybody conflicted. They want everybody at odds. They want everybody confused. That's what they want, you guys. Do not, I repeat, do not fall for the psyop. That's what they are doing. Regardless of how you feel about them, look past that. Understand why. I just said it. Why would they execute this man in front of his family and thousands of people and millions across the world. Because why? They wanted to make a statement and they wanted to cause chaos. That's the whole reason. Now people are getting fired. People are getting, I saw one kid, he got expelled from college. All kind of shit is happening right now. So the very thing that he was for was freedom of speech. He gets murked. And then it has the reverse effect. Now, I really don't care about Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, that's fine because really they got to get him out of here anyways. But for other people to say certain things, I'm kind of on the fence about it because to celebrate somebody's death, you're a piece of shit. He's going to say what he's going to say, doesn't deserve to die. But then it just goes under a microscope now because now everybody's saying something bad about him. Now there's actions to where, you know, people are getting expelled and losing their jobs. It's kind of a paradox almost. Like, it's like you want freedom of speech, then you're penalizing people for saying what they want to say even after he's dead. So it's like the double-edged sword. Somebody said because he had influence over the young people. Yeah, that's why he went to the colleges. He went to the colleges because he wanted to talk to the youth, which was smart because if you think about it, grown-ups are set in their ways. They're not going to change. It is what it is. Trying to change somebody who's older, their mindset is already set, you guys. They're a lost cause. But the youth can be shaped and molded and have insight to where otherwise older people wouldn't want to even hear. That's the problem. Most people who are 35 and up, they don't want to even hear any other thing. They're already set in their ways. They don't want to hear the other side. But if you're 21, 20, 19, 22, you're a young adult, you still have some developing to do. This is why you can't rent a car until you're 25, because your brain is not even fully developed yet. You're still learning. You're still figuring out the world. You're still figuring out yourself. Your decision making isn't that great. And it's scientifically proven. This is why they have the age 25 before you can rent a car, because you're not responsible enough or you don't have the maturity yet to even drive a fucking car. So this is why they had that. Oh, yeah, for sure. So Black Swan event, yeah. While all this is going on, you guys, I hope you guys know that there's other shit going on in the financial world. And this is the other half that's happening right now. The other half. Let me show you. We're going to get into some finance right now. We're going to talk some money because this has to do with the money too. I hope you guys know all this is connected. It's not an isolated incident. So right here, the Fed cuts interest rates by 25 basis points. Okay. It's also been reported that rent is now more affordable than owning a home. And this chart is by Goldman Sachs. This is one of the widest gaps has ever been recorded between the two. So, rates are getting cut, which means not good. They're trying to ease the market right now. But when you do that, that shows that we need it and it's not a strong economy right now. There's stuff leaning towards some type of defaults and whatnot. So it's cheaper to rent than own a home. Then late rental payments are skyrocketing. That chart is in July 25. Everybody's running late on their rent payments. Also, the US dollar has lost more than 10% of its value this year. And mind you, hold up, mind you guys, gold has hit an all-time high like 3 or 4 times in the last week or two. This is leading up to Charlie Kirk's thing. You don't think somebody knew that the markets were going to be shaky and start putting their money into gold? And then what's to come after that? More civil unrest, civil war, world war, because that's when gold starts to move up significantly because they take it out of the markets because the markets get shaky anytime there's any kind of civil unrest or a war, and they put it into gold, put it into silver, put it into commodities. They take it out of the markets. So pay attention to these things. All these things are correlated. Gold hit an all-time high of 3,700. This just happened. And if you guys aren't in gold, crypto, assets, you better start learning yesterday. If you're on YouTube, go to Break the Matrix link. Join the community right now because I have AI modules. I have real estate hacks. I have crypto modules. I have DEX models, how to use DEXs, all types of stuff to get you prepared. If you guys aren't in there, it's on you if and when we have a Black Swan event and your accounts are wiped out. All this is orchestrated, you guys, because taking out Charlie Kirk was the turning point. USA, Turning Point USA. Think about that. It's the name of his company. Now we're at a nexus point. We're at a turning point that we can't get around, you guys. It's all about to come to fruition. And remember I said that Donald Trump is the last president of this United States? I keep saying that. I've been saying it for like 2 years. Looks like it's coming to pass because we're only in year 1, you guys. This is year 1 of the Donald Trump second term. As the way it's going right now, this whole thing that we call America is going to be reconstructed. That's my theory, and it's shaping up to be that because eventually we're going to get rid of the Fed. I see that happening in the next couple of years. The Fed is going to become destabilized. Because if you guys remember what happened with Lisa Cook, if you guys don't know, Lisa Cook is on the board of governors of the Federal Reserve. She just got caught for mortgage fraud. And Trump was trying to prosecute her. And then a judge appointed by Joe Biden blocked it. So it's two systems like going at it. Like you could see what's happening. Trying to call out the corruption and all the bullshit that's happening, right? So if Trump is doing that and there's going to be more of it, then guess what? The Fed's going to cease to exist at some point. That's why he's trying to implement tariffs, because the tariffs are going to be replacements of taxes and all the other stuff to generate revenue. That's why he's rebuilding America. That's why he's trying to make everybody invest in America, because we don't make shit, you guys. We don't make anything. China, Taiwan, all these other countries make all this shit. We get all our resources from everything else. $86 million bank accounts wiped out clean in Vietnam during Kirk's death. Really? Send me that. 86 million bank accounts? Let's look that up. Hold up. Vietnam bank accounts. Let's see. Oh, damn. Hold up. So what is this? Hold on. So let's see. Vietnam. Let's read this. Vietnam closes 85 million bank accounts. Submit to OECD power grab. Vietnam just made a shocking move, closing 86 million bank accounts as the country submits its OECD's power grab. What does this mean for the future of Vietnam banks, financial freedom, and the push forward of a Vietnam digital ID agenda for 2045? Expats and investors eyeing Vietnam is on the come up, you guys. I've been hearing that. Over the past 5-10 years, Vietnam has been, going to a tech boom. They got a lot of stuff, a lot of investments going into Vietnam. I've been hearing, because first it was Thailand. A lot of money got dumped into Thailand. But the next one after that is Vietnam, because you guys do know that Thailand now is not even considered a third world country anymore. I went over there and they have a lot of stuff going on. So they're actually not on the third world list anymore. So Vietnam might be the next one that's going to come up. So it says expats and investors eyeing Vietnam's economy. The implications are huge. Imagine landing in Saigon only to find your bank account frozen or visa tangled in a new digital ID mandate. Whoa. Interesting. So biometric KYC. Oh, yeah, this is going down, y'all. This is fucking wild. Nobody heard about this. And this is all the same time? September 8th, right before, Charlie Kirk died. This is crazy, y'all. They closed down 85 million bank accounts. Like that. If that's not a telltale sign, I don't know what is. Like this, that's crazy. I'm gonna definitely do a deep dive on that. Taiwan next proxy war, for sure. I think that what's gonna happen in the next year, we're gonna go into a world war. I don't want to manifest this or speak this into existence, but from my research and what I've been seeing over the past couple years, you guys, these scenarios like Charlie Kirk and different things like that, these are points in like moments in time that sets up the next domino to fall. This is a big one with Charlie Kirk. This is a big one. So now we have civil unrest, markets are being shaky. NASDAQ just threw 50 million in the crypto exchange Gemini. Gemini is on the stock exchange. The SEC is now allowing tokenized stocks on the stock market. And you don't think the system is changing? In order for the system to change on every level, you guys, when it comes to financial, social, political, all these things have to line up. They just can't be like just one domino just can't fall. All the dominoes have to fall in order. Let me show you what's going to happen. So within the next year, you guys, we're going to go into a war. It's going to be a world war on some level to where it's going to involve Russia and China and the BRICS nations and us and UK is involved and everybody's involved on some type of level, right? At the same time, we're going to see a crash. We're going to see a crash. Now, what this means is the crash is going to be very fast, and it's going to be a problem solution scenario. I think the crash was pretty much inevitable, but they're going to speed it up in order to push crypto. Because that's the only way we're going to wipe our debt, you guys. Crypto is the only way we're getting out of debt. I hope you guys know that. There's no way we're paying back $30-40 trillion. No way. Not in this lifetime. Ain't no way. Now, the only way to combat debt, to make sure everybody, I mean, some people will be on UBI. That's just the way it is. Crypto is, I can see, is probably the only way to keep the liquidity flowing. The liquidity has been an issue. Okay. Are you going to talk about September 23rd? So what I know is there is something going on right now called blackout the system. Started yesterday. Okay. So let's pull it up. Blackout the system. This is a precursor. So they're asking everybody to not shop, to not to go to work, yada, yada, yada. No to dictatorship, no to corporate greed. You guys do know this is a psyop, right? Corporate greed and a bunch of other bullshit has been happening for the past 100+ years. When you think about Edison, you think about Ford, you think about Google, you think about Instagram and Facebook, you think about Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola has been around for more than 100 years, you guys. Ford and all these other old companies, Western Union, Wells Fargo. And now they're worried about corporate greed? Come on. If you want to know about crypto, if you're on YouTube, hit the link, Break the Matrix. That is my group. We talk about crypto. There's classes, there's modules. It's a whole university of education. Crypto costs too much. No, it does not. There is crypto out there that is under a penny. So if you have some change in your wallets or in your couch, you scoop up some of those pennies and buy you some tokens. Now, if you get into Break the Matrix community, it's in there. I have a whole list of tokens that are under a penny. Some are a penny, some are 10 cents, some are 5 cents. That's the lie that they tell you, that crypto is too expensive. Everybody knows Bitcoin. Everybody thinks about Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you're pretty much priced out. But there's other utility tokens that have way more utility than Bitcoin that are cheaper than a penny. These tokens have an exponential amount of growth coming their way. Okay? Don't let them lie to you. So this is a whole, psyop that they've been pushing, and I haven't really heard about it. I did a video on it. Now, I mean, how successful it's going, who knows? People really need to go to work. They're trying to tell people not to go to work. No work, no spending, no travel, no projects, no events, no restaurants, no backing out. Who died and made you king? People got to go to work. People need to pay their bills. People got kids. People got school. People got all kind of shit going on. So you expect people not to work for 4 days? Come on now. This is clown shit. Who orchestrated this? I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the Waltons, because they funded the No King's Day thing too. Talking about corporate greed, this is probably funded by a corporation. Focus on RWAs. Yeah, real world assets, real world utility is what you want to focus on, you guys. So any info on what's going on in Australia at the moment? I have no idea what's going on in Australia, but let me know. There's so many things going on, you guys. Like, I need to lean on you guys to figure out what's going on. Let me know. But I do know this whole thing with Charlie Kirk, this whole thing with the financial system, it's all tied in. It's all related. And I found it kind of funny, and I did call it some weeks ago. I said, it's a little too quiet. I don't know if you guys remember that. I said a few weeks ago, I said, it's a little too quiet. And then this happens. I knew it. I knew it. So let me show you. Actually, real quick, I want to show you guys this bullshit. Hold up. Let me show you guys. If you guys haven't seen it, let me show you real quick. So check this out. So these are the text messages, you guys. This is, come on. Are we supposed to believe this? This is the text messages from Tyler Robinson with his trans lover. So you mean to tell me that a 22-year-old uses perfect punctuation and complete sentences? What 22-year-old Gen Z, types like this? I am still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in orphan for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home. Comma, but I gotta grab my rifle still. Period. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I die of old age. Who talks like that? I don't even talk like that, and I'm older than this kid. So you mean to tell me a 22-year-old is talking like this? And then the roommate talking the same way. You weren't the only one who did it, right? I am. I'm sorry. I thought they caught the other person. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude. They interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after. But most of that side, come on, bro. This is bullshit. This shit sound like a play. This sounds like a 50-year-old trying to be a 22-year-old. Stop the cap. This is the fakest shit I've ever seen in my life. And AI thinks so too. Because AI says, could it be real? Possibly, but very unlikely because of how detailed, staged, and incriminating it is. Most likely, it's fabricated either by a human writing a mock transcript for a dramatic effect or by an AI prompted to generate a fake chat log about a violent event. AI said it's fake too. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way that's real. If you guys think that's real, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona for you. Because that's the silliest shit I've ever seen in my life. And they just expect everybody to go with this? Come on, y'all. Come on. And just leaves all the evidence. I'm okay, my love. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's the craziest shit. We're living in a Truman Show right now. We're living the Truman Show right now. Like, have you ever guys seen that movie, The Truman Show? This is what we're living in. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. And I told you guys it's a ritual too. I mean, look, if you guys want to just recap, they got the same birthdays. Crazy. And then those rings. That's the wife. See that G right there? Like these are they look like some Mason rings, possibly. And it was very, very like deliberate as like they were filming, like who was filming. Think about the process, you guys. She's over the casket in a very intimate moment. Somebody has to be filming that. And they're kind of just leaning over and like, that's weird. I don't know. That's weird, you guys. It's kind of like the moon landing, right? So, like, there's footage of the moon, of the guys coming down and taking the first step. Who's filming that? So, you mean to tell me they weren't the first people on the moon? How did they get the camera to film that footage so he can get off and film the first steps on the moon? How'd they get the footage back? You mean they got the footage back all the way back over 200,000 miles in those 10 cans? Bullshit. This is weird, though. I'm sorry. This is weird. Then, of course, the show on the same day that Charlie gets shot, they have a show about a politician getting shot in the same spot on the same day. Come on. I'm just saying, y'all, this is Masonic theater. They all did it. They all orchestrated it. This is weird. Nothing adds up. None of this makes sense. I hope you guys like got this from this stream by now. None of this shit makes sense. It makes perfect sense because it doesn't make sense. If that makes sense. So, I don't know, man. It's a lot. There's a whole lot. Oh, by the way, same day, they voted to block the Epstein files the same day Charlie Kirk died too. So there's that. It lost by 1 or 2 votes. So we still don't have the Epstein list while all this is going on. It's funny how that works, right? Very, very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, what are the chances, right? What are the chances that they happen to vote on the same day that Charlie Kirk gets assassinated? Interesting. It's very interesting timing. So I want to show you. And remember these people too. This is just weird. I want to show you guys this. Remember this happened like a couple weeks ago.
Announced now. Several of us Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list of names. We know the names. Many of us were abused by them. Now together as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all know were regularly in the Epstein world. And it will be done by survivors and for survivors. No one else is involved. Stay tuned for more details on that. Because history is watching, and so are the women who will come after us. That's right. Thank you.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all can't believe that. She's smiling. We have our own list. Ha 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 ha. What the fuck is going on? Like she's about to drop an album. This is weird. Who paid them? I've never seen those victims. We never even seen these people until today. How do we know they're even victims? How come they didn't say the names right then and there? You need a press release to do another press release? Come on. This is bullshit. Did I see them canceling Jimmy Kimmel? Yeah, I saw them canceling Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel is done. He's a shill. He's a controlled op. He got canceled. Good. Candace Owens is going off. Yeah, I heard. What? Let's see what Candace. I definitely want Candace on my show, you guys. I'm gonna make it happen. Let's see what Candace is saying. I'm hearing a lot. I saw her last thing she was doing. A couple days ago, one of the videos she dropped. Let's see what Candace is saying.
The response to me asking these questions, it is like, if you want to know why everyone hates like rabid supporters of Israel, it's because they never change their tune, right? They're like in the comments being like, Bill Ackman, sue her, take her money, just take her money. That's it. That's how we win. This is what they always do. They threaten to sue you. They threaten to smear you, to libel you. All of us, collectively, the globe, we're tired of you guys, okay? It's always about money, threats, all of this stuff. It's ridiculous. Do what we say or we'll ruin your life. We're going to call up all our friends and we'll just start writing hit pieces about you and we'll destroy you. Do what we say or we'll have you canceled. We'll have your sponsorships dropped. Do what we say or we'll make sure that you're fired. We'll put pressure so that you can't earn an income. If you're still not going to listen to us and you survive that, we're going to sue you for everything you have. You guys suck, okay? We don't care about your money. We are tired of it. This reveals who you are, not who I am. The truth should be enough. I've offered him my platform. If there is more you'd like to say, Bill, things you'd like to clarify, again, my platform is yours, even though I know you're so highfalutin and above us. He even says in that tweet, by the way, he's like, and the fact that she monetized her video, something along those lines, like talking about yesterday's episode, oh my God, how can she read ads? Oh, are you the same Bill Ackman that made an absurd amount of money while we were in COVID lockdowns and we couldn't work? Are you the same Bill Ackman who like turned that into like billions? I'm pretty sure you are. So maybe check yourself, okay? I'm so sick of this. I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Are we allowed to do that? Or are you going to sue me? You're going to crush me. You're going to impoverish us all. Why are you guys like this is my question. Laura Loomer in too. Like this is like how Bill, I guess, wins the argument. They're like, Bill Ackman gave $1 million, Candace. What did you give? What did you give? I don't know. 2 years of my effing life to Charlie? Helping him build things? Why is everything about money to you? Why do you think having money makes you a decent human being? Why are you so soulless? What is wrong with you? Do you understand that spiritually something is wrong with you? If your instinct, just so you guys know, regular people don't behave like that. I want you to know, because I don't think you recognize your own flaws. When regular people have like a little tiff, they just have a conversation, okay? So like if I have a disagreement and I say, it's not what I did, I don't say, I'm going to destroy your life, okay? I'm going to make you lose your job and I'm going to sue you, okay? That's a demonic force that lives in you. But you have to know, your money instinct is not right. It's crazy. And everyone's paying attention to it. Answer the questions and I will publish the truth. The end.
She's going off. Yo, she ain't playing right now. Candace is not having it. She is going straight into the lion's pit and just going straight forward. But you know what? Most people don't, man. And I commend her. That's very commendable. Because people want the truth. And what is Tucker saying? Let's see what Tucker's saying too.
He did not like Bibi Netanyahu, and he said that to me many times, and he said it to people around him many times. He felt that Bibi Netanyahu was a very destructive force. He was appalled by what was happening in Gaza. He was, above all, resentful that he believed Netanyahu was using the United States to prosecute his wars for the benefit of his country, and that it was shameful and embarrassing and bad for the United States, and he resented it. Didn't hate Netanyahu. He wasn't out there with a placard saying that, but he certainly expressed that to me and a lot of other people. And there's no question that Bibi's defenders on the internet will call me a liar or a kook, but that's a fact. And enough text messages exist that I think it can probably be verified in pretty short order. Not that it needs to be, because that is true. Shortly after that speech, there was a very intense attack on Charlie, and to some extent on me, not that I really noticed. But on him, I have no donors. He had $100 million worth of donors. And so, because he was involved in a different project from just yapping on the internet, which is what I do for a living, he was dependent to a great extent on his donors, of course. It's a nonprofit. And they went after him and tormented him. Not all, of course. Many were supportive. But the ones who were offended by my speech, and there was a small, very intense group who were, tormented Charlie Kirk until the day he died.
Damn. So Candace and Tucker on the offense. They feel like that these powers that be, the people we were talking about, that they conspired and killed Charlie Kirk. That's what they're saying. He's unaliving head ruined her chances for VP. I don't think at this point that she's probably not even interested in politics at this point. That's what I see, because like there's no way you can go down this route unless it's fully deconstructed and like there's no other person in sight. I don't know though. Time will tell. You never know with these things. You never know. But I feel like right now she probably won't. Tucker probably won't. These people are media personalities, and it gets tricky when you become a public official and you're a servant to the public. And then it gets messy, and you don't want to fall in line with having to take money or have funders and have agenda behind it. It gets This is why, like with Trump, like he was already rich, so he didn't need, like, people were donating to him, yeah, but like he had his own money to campaign. So it's like, give me money, cool. If not, I'm already a billionaire. Don't care. I'll fund my own shit. So that's kind of where it's far and few between. Trump is an anomaly when it comes to that. So this is getting interesting. This is very insightful, and this is like, this is very personal to Candace. That was her friend.
He did not like Bibi Netanyahu, and he said that.
This is very interesting. But I like to stay at the course of looking up the ladder and then kind of like seeing what's happening in the financial world, because that's the biggest thing, you guys. I'm telling you, something big is happening with the financial system, because things like this always happen right before or during, as we can see. So it's going to be very interesting. Like, let's see. Oh, real quick. Let's let's get into this real quick. Hold on. So, okay. I like to bring up some fun facts. How do you feel about this and the whole split the whole country into even more? Everybody was one way or another. I feel like it's been that, and now this just adds more fuel to the fire. I feel like this shadow government is trying to push a civil war. That's what I think. That's what I full stop. So there's Jimmy Kimmel. He just got canceled. Literally, his show just got canceled for his remarks on Charlie Kirk. Does anybody know this man on the left? Any wild guesses? Any wild guesses? Do you know who that is? His name is Bob Iger. Who is Bob Iger? Any wild guesses? Anybody want to know? He's actually the CEO of Disney. Now, do you want to know who he named his son after? It gets spooky. Hint, hint. So, let's look into this. Okay? Bob Iger. Let's go down the rabbit hole. So, here he is. Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney. Okay. Now, he has 4 children. Correct? Correct. Now, Bob's son has a very interesting name. You guys ready for this? Oh, it's about to get spooky. Can anybody tell me why Bob Iger's son is named after Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert Maxwell Iger? I would just like to know. Robert Maxwell was Ghislaine Maxwell's father. So you mean to tell me that he named his son Robert Maxwell Iger? What are the chances? What are the chances? So let's go a little bit deeper real quick. And I'd like to show you who he is. Well. There he is, Robert Maxwell. Very interesting. Ghislaine Maxwell's father. That's not strange to anybody. That's not strange to nobody. That's not strange. It's not weird. But now we're seeing it come full circle with Hulu and the show that they just released. Hulu is owned by Disney. Jimmy Kimmel, who's on ABC, owned by Disney, who just got fired, talking about MAGA. Come on. Come on now. It's all connected. So, if you don't know who Ghislaine Maxwell is the right-hand woman of Jeffrey Epstein. This is her father. He was a spy. Mossad. Look into his background. Get spooky, y'all. It definitely gets spooky. So this whole thing, you guys, it's very interesting. We're going to see what happens over the next week, 2 weeks, month, year, 6 months. I gave my predictions. I feel like, those things are connected. I feel like we're going to see some more probably civil unrest at this point because I think we're at the point of no return or turning point. Okay. Make sure you guys are staying prepared. That's what you guys got to do. Make sure you're staying prepared. Make sure you get your house in order. And that's all you can do because craziness all around, it's going to continue to happen. And preparation eliminates fear. The more you know, the more stuff you do to prepare, the less scared you are. Okay? Preparation eliminates fear. So get prepared so you don't have to be scared. Gold, silver, crypto, ammunition, food, water, the essentials. Okay? Your health. And when I say it's all connected, I really mean it. Because when I talk about all these issues and political stuff and geopolitics and finance, health, it's all connected, you guys. It's a spiritual war. It's a mental war. It's a physical war. Everything is happening. Everything like all at once. All at once. Because everything is connected when it comes to civil unrest, the markets, everything. That's why I always pay attention to what's happening in the stock market and the crypto market, because it tells you like a week or two before something actually happens. Why was the Treasury buying its own debt back? Why was the Treasury buying billions of dollars in Treasury notes? And we're supposed to be selling those to other countries, not buying them back. We bought like $300-400 billion worth of debt back. That's not good. And other countries are dumping their treasury notes too, like China, Philippines, like all these people, because they need to get liquid. And when markets are shaky and there's civil unrest in America, they're like, it's not looking too safe over there. Let me go ahead and let me cash out some of this. So stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. So I'm getting up out of here, you guys. Appreciate you guys. Go to Break the Matrix, link in bio. It's school.com, Break the Matrix. And got some stuff coming up for that because I have a studio. Let me show you guys the studio real quick before I get up out of here. I have a studio that is on chain. What that means is the studio is used for podcasting. It's used for live streaming. It's used for events. And it has its own token, Jet Set token. So here it is right here. And we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. So I have a warehouse. It's a lot of other moving pieces, though. I'm going to be doing debates here. So I'm going to be doing some casting. So for people who want to debate me about different topics, either politics or crypto, social issues, it's going to go down here. We're just getting started, you guys. We're just getting started. So I'm going to be doing all kind of production here. I have podcast rooms and all that stuff. And I will be accepting crypto for these services, including Jet Set token. Jet Set token right here, you guys. I will be accepting Jet Set token for all services at Jet Set Studios. If you have an event or a podcast or a live stream, you want to book it, you can book it with Jet Set token. That's what's happening. An on-chain creator space, the first of its kind. We're breaking the mold, you guys. All right. So make sure you tap in with that. I have more updates coming up with that. A lot of events, a lot of, new content, debates, all types of stuff going on here. Other creators I'm collabing with. This is going to be the hub for creators. And to get your education, I'm going to be doing educational workshops out of here. It's very important, okay? Make sure you guys tap in for sure. But all right, you guys, I am out of here. Make sure you guys go to maverickapproach.com, Maverick Approach on Instagram, jetsettoken.com. Jet Set Lux is the platform. And then Jet Set Studios. I'm building an ecosystem. I'm building utility around the token. That is probably the biggest part I've ever done as far as utility. Okay. Time is now. Everything's changing. Get prepared. Okay. Make sure you guys question everything. Nothing is what it seems.